Tombs, the curry guy here, and today I'm going to be making one of my favorite Thai curries, which is Massaman. And in order to do that, I'm going to need to make a Massaman curry paste. So I'm going to do that right now and show you how it's done. It's a really good recipe, and it does take a little bit of work, but it's worth doing. Believe me, it's a lot better than buying anything in a jar. So with that said, let's get started. Alright, so we're going to start this by roasting a few spices. Now, Massaman curries, they have an influence from Middle East, probably northern India as well. So there's a lot more spices, dry spices, whole spices in them than other Thai curries, and that's what makes them a little bit different. We got a stick of cinnamon in there, a tablespoon of cumin seeds, tablespoon of coriander seeds, about 5 or 6 cloves, 1 whole nutmeg, and all that is going to be toasted until it's just becoming fragrant and nice and warm to the touch. Then I'm going to pour it onto a plate, let it cool, and I'll grind it. I want to grind that first before I do anything else with the other ingredients, so we can just get that out of the way. See how this is looking. Yeah, it's getting quite toasty now. You just want to make sure it doesn't smoke. You don't want your spices to smoke. If they begin to smoke, that's when they're burning. You just want them to become nice and fragrant. It'll release those oils, those natural oils, and also by doing so the flavor. I don't know if I mentioned it in here, but I have some cardamom pods as well. About 4 green cardamom pods. The seeds from those, I just took them out because there isn't any real flavor in the pods themselves. Let's see here. Alright, so those are ready for grinding now. I'm just going to turn off the heat here and let them cool off. Alright, with the spices cooled, I'm now just going to take a pestle and I'm going to start grinding them. This is going to take a little while. You could also do this in a spice grinder. I wouldn't recommend spice grinders for the rest of the recipe with the fresh ingredients, but if you've got a spice grinder ready to go, you can go ahead and use that instead of a pestle and mortar. Alright, so that took some pounding, but we got some nice powder there, which we'll put to the side, and then we'll start working on the rest. Alright, so with the fresh ingredients, we've got 12 to 15 cloves of garlic, which I've finely sliced here. Got about a thumb-sized piece of galangal, which I also finely chopped. About 2.5 to 3 tablespoons of lemongrass. I got some shallots here, about 4 shallots, small shallots. This is just a red chili pepper, which I finely chopped. I took the seeds out because I'm making this for friends that don't like a lot of spice. So I did take the seeds out. That's up to you. You could leave it in if you like. And over here I've got some dried Thai chilies. And again, I took the seeds out, but you can leave them in if you like a really spicy curry. Now I'm just going to get all these into the pestle and mortar now. Oops, I almost forgot. We need 3 kaffir lime leaves. You have those fresh or frozen. And also some lime juice, about the zest of half of a lime. And now it's time to just start pounding. And this is going to take some work. I do recommend doing it in a pestle and mortar. It is the traditional way of making these pastes, and it also, you'll get a lot better flavor just by pressing all these oils out of the ingredients. And yes, it is going to take about 20 minutes, but it is totally worth it in the end. So if you just don't have the time and you have to use a blender, try at least doing this for 5 minutes, and then put whatever you've got left over into a blender and finish it off that way. But if you've got the time, do the whole thing in the pestle and mortar. Alright, so I've just now added 2 teaspoons of shrimp paste, which can be found at most Asian Chinese grocers, and also the spice blend, which we blended earlier. And I'm just going to take this and I'm just going to probably pound it for another 5 minutes or so, just to really break down those vegetables, get all mixed in together, and we'll be done. So yes, it does take some work, but God, this is going to be gorgeous. This is going to be a really nice curry when it's ready. This paste will last in the fridge for a good 3 days, and it will also freeze well. So go ahead and make it ahead of time, have some ready to go, because the actual curries, the actual Thai curries that you make with it only take minutes to make if you have all the other preparation done. Alright, so thank you very much for watching. I can hardly wait for my Massaman curry. This is going to be amazing. Like I say, thanks for watching. I've got a lot more videos on the way, so please like and subscribe. I've got new videos coming out every Wednesday, and I'm sure I'll have a few more in between as well. Thanks a lot.